What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Blazed and Confused, the podcast where curiosity is high, confidence is questionable, and logic usually shows up late. I'm Max.
And I'm Noah.
So today we're going to get into one of the craziest big conspiracies. This one I feel could go either way. You know, if you don't trust your government, you're not going to like this one. So we're going to
Let's
talk
be honest,
about
I don't know anybody that actually trusts the government at this point.
No, I totally agree. I don't think anybody trusts anything, and that's what makes this podcast easy. Because we never trust anything, and by easy I mean just us being able to get into shit.
Well, I'm just gonna before we even get into this, I'm just gonna say this: the more conspiracy theories that people are coming out with, the more are being proven right. Okay.
Yeah, and that's kind of what's crazy, right? So this airport, if you've never heard about the Denver International Airport, don't worry. You're probably not
DIA.
The DIA,
as they like to call it.
Yeah, you don't want to learn about it. So you want to learn about it, but you don't want to end up down there or over there, up there, wherever you're at. So let's give you a little quick history on it. It was being built because the Stapleton International Airport was severely overcrowded. Runways were too close. Weather caused major delays. Airport had no room to expand, yada, yada, yada. And this was built in the late 80s. The idea for it was in the 1980. Took 9 years till they finally started constructing it. Then it was opened even 6 years after construction began on February 28th of 1995. Odd date. The end of February, or possibly 2 days shy. And then the airport opened 16 months later than they had originally planned, and billions of dollars were over budget due to the construction problems and failures with their automated baggage system. Now, we'll get into why the baggage system thing's a little silly, because that's one of the things we want to touch on. But what's the first thing that we're thinking about starting on with this? Maybe how long it took and how expensive it was?
I mean, wasn't it like it was what, like 10 million over budget, or is that a low number?
Let me just tell you how much it ended up costing at the end. $4.8 billion. That's
ridiculous, man.
Yep.
So why was it so over budget?
So like I said, they had issues with the baggage system. So I don't know.
Let's get into that.
Yeah. So
what baggage system puts you how far behind again? Did you say
16 months late? That's just one of the big ones that they used as we're behind.
Yeah, that's a year.
Yeah, a year and 4 months.
Yeah, a year and 4 months.
So, I mean, it's crazy because it was supposed to open in 93. Didn't open until 95. They said that it was construction problems, that baggage system. The costs just kept jumping. And so they just kept, bouncing it back. Why the baggage system was always broken is because it was either always jammed, threw luggage off the tracks, damaged bags, and cost hundreds of millions of dollars to design and build.
So, I had read that there's these tunnels underground, underneath the DIA here, and that
all of what we talk about is hypothetical, by the way.
Tunnels for baggage. It's a quicker way to get baggage.
That's what they made it for. But this baggage system it had to have been what, pulleys and conveyors, you would think? Or are you thinking they're actually trying to use trucks underground to move baggage?
That's what I'm thinking.
I don't know, man. I think the underground part gets a little weird. Um, in it's weird because how do you have an entire underground, like they call it the underground city? Um,
So you got a name like that. I'm expecting this to be huge tunnels, right?
it
And I'm
is.
not seeing a baggage system just
It's
in
not
this
just bags
big
down there,
tunnel.
dude. Trains, maintenance corridors, utility tunnels, and then the all mysterious restricted underground areas. Why?
Why is there so many tunnels to begin with?
That's here's where the first conspiracies start to crawl out. Put on your tinfoil. They said that there is allegedly a giant underground bunker with a military command center that's an elite survival shelter and potentially houses an underground city. Now, the last part of that, I don't think I can believe. A bunker, command center, and survival shelter? Maybe. But you wouldn't think they'd keep that a secret, would you?
Well, did you read further into that? Because you missed one.
What?
It's right up your alley. It's home for aliens
Yeah, dude. So I have read that.
and homes for lizard people.
Yeah, the lizard people will never catch a break, dude. If they're real or not, I'm sorry. You guys are always under fire. Um, aliens, dude, I could see it. But why would they live underground? You would think with all the technology they have, why would they live underground?
Well, maybe they're the gray looking people that we think that they are. So they
Yeah,
can't just
true.
be out in the open.
Yeah, but again, here's my belief on that. If there's something like that, why would the US have it? You know what I mean? Like it can't be that big of a secret.
The US has a lot of secrets, my man.
Yeah, but you can't believe we're the only ones with secrets, but we're the only ones building these goofy ass things. Like Russia keeps everything a secret from their own people. They got enough uninhabitable land, dude. They can have alien civilizations in Serbia.
Oh, for sure. It's too cold.
Yeah, true. Maybe it is. This is the other theory was that the reason they think it's a bunker and command center is because they believe that world leaders would fly to the DIA to seek shelter if an apocalyptic event were to happen. Um, one, Colorado and Denver are like the most central places in the US. If an apocalypse or something world ending is happening, they're going to fly all the way across everything else.
Well, if
That
that's where your
seems like a
bunker's at, I would,
stretch,
yeah.
dude. Yeah, but that seems like a stretch. I don't know. They think that it's connected to NORAD doing studies. Like you said, the reptilians and aliens. Here's the most unhinged thing is that it's a headquarters of the New World Order.
Well,
And that's a
is
thing on its own.
I mean, now look, I don't think that that's too far fetched because they used to have a gargoyle and then they had to get it changed because of political reasons, I guess. Someone complained. And this gargoyle used to say, though, random, like, one liners throughout the day.
No, they
And one
did
of
that
them
on
was,
purpose because the
yeah,
other
like they
gargoyles are
leaned into it.
creepy.
But
Yeah.
it would be like, oh, welcome to the home of the Illuminati. And it's
Yeah.
like, what, why are you doing this?
Well, and not to just mention that, dude, they have like the gargoyles is one piece of like art or whatever, right? But they don't just stop at the gargoyles. They have the craziest art I've ever seen in that place that hints at like secret societies and crazy shit behind this. That's not helping their case of being like, no, this is not what we're about. We're about something totally different. They had murals. Now, I will give them credit on this. It was the 80s when it was, um, you know, idea of it was born. Um, they had a mural of a what looks like Russian soldier with an AK and a sword standing behind destroyed buildings next to children without parents and mothers holding their dead children. That no shit was in the airport until recently when they covered it up. Before that, there was a mural of, or not before it, but next to it was a mural of dead whales, forests on fire, animals killed, and people standing around dead bodies. Dude, it's weird. All the art that was in this place is weird.
Okay, you think that's weird, but I wasn't completely done with the tunnels here and this whole New World Order. So this is gonna
Okay.
bring us back to even more weird though. But it's like it goes with it. There was a time capsule at the airport,
Oh god.
and it showcases a plaque that has the Freemason symbol and the words "New World Airport Commission," which is
Yeah, I did see
it's
that.
something that's never fucking existed. It's just not a thing, you know. But it's one of
Well,
those like
allegedly is not a thing.
allegedly. But you're gonna sit there and tell me that there's not, like, and then you got pictures like that. You got
Yeah.
the what's he called? The Blucifer.
Blucifer, yeah, the blue horse that looks like it climbed out of hell.
Yeah, like it's supposed to symbolize like one of the four horsemen, right?
Yeah. I What a weird thing to put in front of a let me remind everybody, an airport. Like
I'm like,
what?
don't get me wrong, you got the Denver Broncos, the football team. They ain't got Blucifer.
Yeah. Dude,
Like, I,
it's
this
creepy,
airport
dude.
really gets me, and it's one of the biggest like conspiracies for me because it ties into all of them. It pulls everything together and is like, yep, here we go.
Yeah, it's
All
like the
centrally located
I
for you.
don't know if
You got
I don't think it brings everything together. What I think it is it's just like this one literally has bits and pieces from every other conspiracy all tied into it. And I think it was done in a attempt at creating art before these conspiracies. Because if you look, like I said, when this idea became a thing, we were in the middle of ending the Cold War, turn of like I don't know about you, but like the 80s were just different. There was all kinds of crazy different stuff. I think that a lot of these are just misinterpreted. You know what I mean? Because I agree with you. It does have so much mystery behind it that it just constantly
well,
makes you go, what the hell are these? Why?
well, right, but like and a lot of the artwork there, has a lot of symbolism in it.
I agree.
And what
Yeah.
and something that people are saying is there's a lot of
Yeah.
Nazism, not Nazisms. Um,
Yeah. Nazi symbols,
well,
ideals.
hell, I
Same
mean,
thing
you
with
want to talk
like,
about artwork, okay? It's, everything about this airport being very conspiracy I guess. The airport runways look like a swastika.
yeah, that's what I was going to say. And that's why this is like, this place just, it literally touches on everything. There's a piece of art
Like,
with a Freemason symbol at the bottom. There's a piece of art with angelic and satanic idealism in it. It's just like whoever did this, like, took all of the hot topics. That'd be like nowadays taking every controversial point and being like, let's try to bring it together. Let's end this and let's be better. I don't, I think it's all just very fucking poorly done. It's just so bad.
they're trying to just put it out there.
Yeah. And that's what people are saying, right? They're like, same thing with aliens. Oh,
Mm.
if we just admit they're real, they won't ask us anything else. other than like, oh, what are they? And we'll just keep, throwing little crumbs out. This airport was like that. They're like, we're gonna touch on world ending plans. We're gonna do that. We're gonna leave this little breadcrumb. Because then they'll leave us alone about that. We'll put this horse of the apocalypse that looks like Satan incarnate. Also, not only will that horse be in front of the airport, it killed the man who made it. Don't know if you read that. It fell on him and severed an artery in his leg, and he bled out and died.
What?
Yeah, Blucifer killed its artist. Adding yet another little breadcrumb. Um, it's just they're not helping their battle here at all.
No, I mean, like, and nothing. They're not helping it at all because, like, even in the tunnels, they got alien drawings that workers have done apparently. But
Yeah,
it's like, oh, you're gonna blame this on workers, huh? No,
yeah,
you got aliens living down there, and they're graffitiing. Okay, they're fucking out of hand.
yeah. Alien graffiti is crazy.
I mean, I don't get it, but
But
I mean, I
here's
will
here's
say,
the other thing about your
if
tunnels, though. Did you know that they said that while they were seeing the build site, that the buildings that they built wrong, they just buried them? Did you see that? Because the tunnels thing they're saying is tied into buildings that they just buried to cover. So again, not helping themselves, leaving
no,
breadcrumbs and just saying fuck it.
I mean, why would you bury a whole building?
How would you bury a whole building, dude? By the time this thing's done being built, it would be the size of a mountain.
Unless you dug down.
Yeah, but then again, you have the tunnel system. So then you're saying these buildings are hidden within the tunnel system?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I could see it. They ain't got to be huge buildings. I mean, I don't see
Yeah.
aliens being fucking 10 feet tall.
How
You know?
how deep do you think they actually went with this thing? I'm gonna look that up because you know if you're looking at this build site and they're digging like a quarry out, I would immediately be asking questions.
Well, I'm sure it was easily explained as, oh, we're digging for the airport,
Yeah.
and they went, okay. Well, we
Hmm.
found these precious minerals, these precious natural minerals that we needed here. So we are digging, and then we're gonna fill it in, and then
Oh
there's gonna be an airport on top of
no.
it.
No. Okay, you just said that they dug up like natural minerals. They didn't even dig that up. You want to know what they dug up? Archaeological finds of as early as 2000 BC with pit houses, literally just being like a house in a pit with fire rings in them. That's
Fire rings.
literally, yeah, like where you would sit around a fire or you would have a ring in your house or if you're
Huh.
living in a hut. Yeah. They said that it's some artifacts that they found as well were from 6,000-year-old sites. So they're digging that far down. Nobody knows the exact depth, but they're hitting that old of shit.
So they're digging pretty far down,
Yeah,
and
they're
then
digging pretty deep.
yeah, and then you can't have anybody else there
But wouldn't you think one
to
of the
touch
people
the
that were
site
on
if
the
you find
crew?
all that shit, because then it's
Yeah,
like a
true.
archaeological find. So they fucking
Yeah.
roped that area off, and nobody's allowed in there. Oh my god.
Well, on top of that too though, let me just point this out. If they're burying buildings, don't you think a worker from there would be like, "No, they didn't bury shit." Or, "Yeah, man, I was there and they buried it."
Maybe them
You would think
people
there'd be
were
some kind of a site
sworn to
picture.
secrecy, or I don't know if you've looked this up. How many of the original construction workers on that site are still alive?
Yeah. Yeah, dude, and that's why people come up with these conspiracies about it. Like I said, I think that they dug it deep for whatever reason I'll never understand. Um, but I do, however, think there's a lot of odd things that have gone on here that just continue to be weird. You said the Nazi symbols.
Well, like, I
Um,
mean, even you were saying about leaving breadcrumbs. Back
yeah,
to the Freemason. There was a spokesperson for the DIA,
yeah,
that said, hey, yeah, the Freemasons had created the cover
yeah.
for that time capsule, and so they included their symbol. But there's no official saying on if they have any influence on the airport. And it's like,
Oh
really?
no, I get it.
Really? Really?
Yeah, and that's always weird because the Freemasons people are gonna have their own things about, because it's just like everything else that generates a conspiracy. There's just not enough public information. Theirs is
Because they're
because
sworn to secrecy, dude. They're not
exactly.
allowed to talk about it. But the craziest part is if you ask a Freemason, hey, how do you become a Freemason? They're like, oh, just like that. You just ask. Here,
Yeah.
you're gonna come to a meeting. And
Yep.
then once you're in that meeting, who knows what the fuck happens?
Yeah. No, I'm good. I don't want to. I don't even want to. Go on that one. These are all just baseless allegations or hypotheticals.
No, I mean, you got a full on group of
No,
people
I
that is
know.
nationwide that is sworn to secrecy. And they got ties to
So are
this airport.
Scientologists
They ain't got ties to the DIA, though.
that we know of. What if that's what's buried underground? What if the Scientologists have their, that promised awaiting land and it's buried under the DIA?
I might believe that if Tom Cruise was a very prominent figure at the DIA, but he's not.
Maybe
Okay.
he's not because he doesn't want to, blow the spot. He just wants to. He's like, dude, it's just so chill there. We're like on a super limited acceptance. We just don't go there unless we go there as a group. We got to knock 3 times on the one trapdoor 5 miles out. Then we can get into the tunnels.
I mean, shit, maybe Freemasons and Scientology are both in there. They got different restricted rooms down there in
They're
them
just
tunnels.
chilling. It's
They're
just
just,
like Fallout. Do you ever watch that or play that game?
yeah, like the different
Yeah, the different
vaults.
vaults. They're just
Yeah.
That's the Vault Zero or whatever, where they keep everybody that's important at. That'd be
I mean, that
crazy,
would make
dude.
sense.
That
There's
that
so
is an
many
actual
different
theory
movies
that,
that show like, oh, the
yeah.
end of the world and what's going on. Oh, all the
Yep.
elites and the very
So
important people are all put onto these life-saving boats
right
or these
while
life-saving vaults or whatever, and it's like,
while we're talking about that, did you see? There's a new conspiracy, and I do want to talk about this on a podcast. They think that we are inside of like a dome where everything around us, like we're underwater ourselves, or we're in a ring that then leads to another ring that's like, the afterlife or whatever shit people talk about. That's what I've seen that, and I really want to look at it. Look at like the Earth is like rings, and the
I'll have to look that one up. I seen
yeah.
one the
Since
other
you're a
day
flat
that
earther, you'll like it because it
Ye-
depicts the Earth
hey
flat.
man, Flat Earth is at the DIA too, so you know what? It's obviously fucking real, bud.
I don't know if it's
Okay.
real. They're
But
just
anyways,
adding shit to
I
add
seen that there's
controversy.
another conspiracy. I seen there's another conspiracy that in 2012 the world actually did end. We got sucked into a black hole, but
Yeah.
that one's not at the Denver International Airport, so I'm not that
Well,
into that one.
you may say it's not, but if you look at the painting that used to be on their mural, in the very center, like every nation and animal and people are represented in peace. And in the center, it's like a multicolor flower coming out of a black hole.
Huh?
So
All
maybe you're
right,
right.
I could be. But that would mean that I'm also right on the flat Earth because there's a mural
No,
there
nope,
depicting flat Earth.
nope.
Yep.
Flat Earth's not real, and that's why Denver did it.
You're you're lying.
Whatever you have to do, sir. Grab that glass of copium.
Well, bub. They also have alien language there. So you
Yeah, you're
want to
right.
go ahead and disprove your
Nah,
theory on
we'll go ahead
aliens?
and say that they're real.
Yeah, right. So that means the Earth's fucking flat. All right.
Yeah.
Let's get that out of the way.
Yeah. Well, it's crazy that aliens got mentioned as much as they did because you would think like, oh, what if unintelligent me is thinking, what if aliens became a hot topic around the 80s? Well, they didn't. That all reminding you started in the late 40s, early 50s. Um, why would they wait 30 years to depict alien symbolism unless they built it to land alien spaceships, right? Maybe that
Well,
explains the crazy looking runway.
very true. Something even funnier, I guess, coincidental in the term funny. Uh, in April of 2019, the Roswell International Air Center and Denver International Airport become supernatural sister airports. That's what they
Isn't
called
that
them.
crazy? You know
In the
why?
agreement, they would work together to enhance industry,
Yeah. Here's
best
what I think it
practices
is,
that
bro.
involve commerce, trade, and tourism. Basically,
Yeah, tourist
they
traps.
would
You
share
just touched on it
strategies
right
for
there.
extraterrestrial
Yep. And you
combat.
just touched on it. Your tourist trap. That's what everybody is saying is why all of this shit is so popular. Area 51, what do we know about it? Nothing. You know why? Because it's a top secret facility. I don't want to know what they're doing in there because that's going to make me freak out even more.
Probably. Do you remember back when they were going to storm Area 51? There's going
Yes,
to be a
dude.
bunch of civilians.
And it
And the guy was
shut
like,
down.
yeah, they were like, hey, we're going to YouTube it live too. And everyone's like,
Yeah.
you're going to get fucking murdered.
Yeah. And then there was only like, 70 people or something, I thought, for the first one. I think there was another one later on after Area 51 got like decommissioned. That was a larger Storm 51 thing. But I think just like Area 51, there are so many mysteries about this place that people are like, like we talked about once before, why we're scared of the dark is because we're trying to figure out what is there that isn't really there. We're doing the same thing with this airport, I think. We're super analyzing everything. But at the same time, when you make it this blatant, it is almost like they're rubbing your nose in it.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, like they're leaning into it so hard that the
Like it's
airport's
weird to not
20th
believe it.
birthday, they wanted to decorate the airport with crop circles,
Yeah.
but it was too expensive, so they couldn't. But then they started a marketing campaign because
Yeah, where they just
the
leaned
airport was
into
doing.
everything.
Yeah, dude, the renovations were being done in 2018, so they did a marketing campaign with posters
Yeah.
that had aliens on there, joking that breeding grounds for gargoyles and meeting halls for Freemasons were being constructed.
Yeah.
Like,
And they
what the fuck? Like, how are you gonna lean into it that hard,
Oh
though?
yeah. And I think here's why. And I'm going to go on my little defense of what I think is going on. What do you do when you're at an airport? Like genuinely asking.
Find the nearest bar.
Or go straight to sit and play on your phone, wait for your gate, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So, what if this is just like the chocolate eggs? Like, we already have this, but what do we do to make this more? What's going to get people to specifically fly to DIA? What's going to get all these international flights to start coming to DIA? And what's going to get more advertising for other businesses that are going to want to put themselves in here and pay us rent than making this a tourist destination to basically say everything you're seeing, you can figure it out. Even though we know why we put it was just to get you here.
I honestly think that we could take a trip to Denver. Pretty cheap.
Pretty cheap.
Pretty cheap.
I mean,
And
we could, but if we go there, we'll probably end up like disappeared.
nah, we'll just sneak into the basement. We'll get
Yeah,
into the
right.
tunnels.
Yeah. Let's get caught for sneaking into a restricted area and go to jail for figuring something out, or never make
All
it to
for our
jail.
followers, baby. We do it
Yeah.
for you guys. I want you guys to
Look,
understand
I
this.
love
We're
you
willing to
guys,
do
but
this
I'm
for
not
you
doing that.
guys.
No, we are not. There's no way in hell. I'm not doing that. Nope.
Pussy.
Noah is speaking for Noah and Noah himself.
I'm willing to do it for you guys. I need you to understand this, okay?
Yeah, we'll
Sacrifices
have to
will be
start a
made for the greater good
GoFundMe.
of humanity.
We'll have to start a GoFundMe not for your airline fees, but for your bail, because you're never
Or my
getting out.
funeral, because if they do catch me, I'm dead.
Yeah, there you'll be the second victim of Blucifer that we know
Yeah,
of.
the lizard
So,
people are gonna get me.
no kidding, dude. And it's such a stupid, like, it's easily explained, but then in the back of your mind, you're like, man, what if all these conspiracies are actually real and they're just flipping us the bird? Like, oh, yeah, you caught us, but good luck proving it because now we're leaning into it. It's all a meme.
Well, yeah, like even if you can prove it, who's gonna believe you?
It's the same as fucking aliens. Like we said, that dude who spotted the first alien and everybody called him crazy. I bet now he's like, I told y'all I saw that ship and y'all were a bunch of dickheads.
Y'all
Same
had
thing's
me
gonna
fucking lobotomized.
Yeah, same thing's gonna
Dickheads.
happen with the first dude who's like, dude, I've actually been inside the DIA underground. And yes, there is Scientologists and there is what did we say the other one was? Freemasons?
Freemasons.
It's just a bunch of Masons that like are finally like free from jail, hanging out.
Yeah. Hey,
Dad
I'm
joke of the
Mason.
week.
What's your name? Mason. Your name?
Oh, dude,
Mason.
that room is full of a
All right.
bunch of Freemasons.
Yeah.
Enjoy that dad joke of the week. So here's the things that we know for certain are true, right?
Oh,
One,
we can't forget them. The Illuminati.
no, we have no obvious way of proving that, and we never will because when we get close, we'll disappear.
No,
Um,
the gargoyle even said it. Okay.
yeah.
What's his name?
Alleged.
Greg.
Yeah.
Greg or Iridian or Greg for short. That randomly makes statements such as "Welcome to the Illuminati headquarters." Okay,
Yeah.
they're there. They're telling you that they're there.
What
The
happens if you're
Illuminati
like,
just don't
tell me
give a
the
shit.
way? Like,
Oh
what if
wait, you know,
somebody's been a people watcher for long enough that they could at least get one video up that's gonna get seen by enough people that even if they kill them off, they wouldn't see it. You know what I mean?
well, I mean, like employees. Employees have been known to prank the media. It says
Yeah.
by wearing lizard mask.
But what did I say at the beginning? This is my absolute definition of this.
The
This is
tourist trap.
just yes. And think about it, dude. Look at the amount of shops that are in the DIA. And then look at the amount of money the DIA makes from those shops and every airline paying to
Well,
land
yeah, they
there. And
gotta fucking make money to feed the aliens and keep the Freemasons and everybody happy in the basement.
yeah, no shit. They got to keep bringing in new Masons.
Yeah,
Dude.
dude. They can
Oh
only be
man.
free for so long.
What if the aliens? Okay,
What
let's
if everybody working there is a Freemason?
not. You'd be able to tell by the name tag, but what if you know how everybody's like got this conspiracy of like there's not enough cows seen being killed, so we're eating like artificial meat or other
We
meat
are. They're
substances.
growing meat.
Okay, I know that, but
Fucking Bill
what
Gates,
if it's
man.
what if it's made out of alien? What if this is just an actual alien farm? Like it's just
Oh, dude.
dude, that's what I'm telling you. Like they found an alien society that's able to like clone itself or reproduce on a mass scale. We're just eating
Or
fucking
what if
alien
aliens are down
burgers.
there cloning people and then
That'd be
grinding
wild.
people up into meat?
All
They're
right, let's
grinding
not go
up
to
the.
the people, dude.
They fucking are
They're
grinding
grinding the
up
Masons.
Freemasons.
No fuck.
That's why there's so many Masons in one room. They're
No
just all
shit.
clones.
That is stupid as shit. And I thought the dad joke was bad. They're cloning Masons using aliens to create human meat made out of Mason.
I'm so
here's what.
glad that I buy beef from a
Oh
guy that
my
is a
god.
local cattle farmer. At
What if
least I
that
know what
cow
I'm
is
getting.
just a genetically mutated Mason? And
Mason
everything you've ever
tastes
been.
fucking phenomenal. I don't know what to say.
So, as I was saying, things that we know for a fact are true. There is underground tunnels. Weird. The airport is severely over budget when it was built. Not so crazy to
Freemasons did
believe.
have something to do with it.
They had a plaque, and it does exist still to this day. The murals were disturbing. They are now changed, as far as I've seen. Um, the horse sculpture of Blucifer did kill its creator. The airport is huge. I don't know if I said that already. And they intentionally joke about their conspiracies, like you had said.
It's huge.
Yeah, Jesus. The things that they have no evidence of. Now, this is saying hard proof evidence. Unfortunately, they don't have any of alien bases being there. Kind of sucks. Would have been a cool spot for aliens. Um, 2. The Illuminati headquarters has not been confirmed. Crazy. I don't know what would happen if you did confirm it, but I do know what would happen.
We all
Uh,
know what would happen.
again, this is I don't believe the Illuminati is a true thing. I think it's
You're such a liar.
something.
You're scared to admit it.
No, I think it's
Just let our
people.
folks at home know that you are not depressed right now.
Yeah,
Okay?
I'm
You
not at
do
all.
believe in the Illuminati.
And,
They are real.
I don't think it's real only because if it had as much power as it did, it would never like rub our nose in it. It would never have let itself become an idea. Like,
Bullshit, dude. They all meet at Bohemian Grove.
well,
Bohemian.
no, that's different.
Bohemian.
That's something different. I'm not getting into that level of a conspiracy.
They
I'm
all
just
fly
saying
into DIA and then they drive over to Bohemian
that's a
Grove,
long
dude.
fucking drive and very stupid to do. But all right.
It's not that far of a drive if you go down in the tunnel getting a fucking alien spaceship and then you
Yeah,
fly
right.
over to
You just
Bohemian
poof
Grove.
there. What if there's time travel in the DIA? Why is this
Teleportation.
not a
No,
goddamn
it's not
conspiracy?
time travel. It's teleportation is all they got
That
right now.
too. But teleportation technically would be time travel. Just like driving your car
Oh, yeah,
technically
I
is
guess.
time travel.
You know who we need to get on here?
Who?
Alex Jones.
No, dude. They're turning the frogs gay. Yeah.
He's
Nah, I'm
got
good.
footage of Bohemian Grove, though.
True.
I
But
bet you he would go into the fucking tunnels with me.
yeah, you could take him and he will probably get bailed out by his legal team. You got me. And
His legal
we'll
team
see what
failed
20
him in
bucks
the
can get
last
us.
one, dude.
Oh yeah, bad.
But he's going to be one of them guys that, like, hey, I was right.
Yep. It's yeah, Alex is pretty nuts. With even if he's factual about anything, he's nuts as well. It's just like walking into a psych ward and trying to determine which one actually has got issues.
Not the one talking about Bohemian Grove and the DIA.
Whatever, dude. There's no evidence of an underground city. Here's why that one kind of resonates with me. Trash would have to go somewhere. Any kind of waste or excrement, the same thing. And with the way that people are able
What
to
if
like
they have an
read,
incinerator down there?
yeah, but even if they've got that, then where's the smoke gonna go? I don't care how
Up
much
and
you
out?
filter out smoke. Yeah, but I mean, you would think if they have an
It
incinerator
just
that is
becomes
burning that
fog at the
much,
airport.
so then no one could land at the airport, bro. This is you're trying to. I've got you backed into a corner here, and the bell's about to ring. All
Oh,
right.
but I'm good on the ropes, okay? I'm telling you right now.
You can duck and dive all you want. The fight's ending the same way. I'm
No,
telling
it
you.
goes right in. It converts into like steam at that point, okay?
Okay, and then where's the steam gonna go, homie?
It rises out of the vents at
There's
the airport, causing small fog.
and you would think at
That's why
some
they
point
only
with
are
all the
able. They're
privately
only
owned.
able to incinerate late night, early morning. That way, it's an early morning fog.
Jesus Christ! You know what? I'm done with throwing the punches. I'm gonna let you I'm gonna let you hobble out, but I'm telling you that's not a thing. The one that we also don't have evidence of is it being a bunker. That's easy to not have evidence because it's not used until it's needed. As
And
you've
they don't want a whole lot
lovely,
of people to know about it. If
oh yeah,
everyone knows about your bunker, everyone's gonna come to the fucking bunker.
yeah, true. But same thing. If you're saying the Illuminati headquarters are there, somebody's gonna find the fucking headquarters.
I'm sure that they have, and then they went missing.
Yeah, true. Um, Another one. Nobody has seen reptilian evidence of any kind. Um, so your reptile theory is kind of debunked. It gets too cold there for them to live underground. Again,
Not if the heat's on.
dude, I'm. There's no way reptile people are a thing. There's no way. I'm just gonna end it there, um, because with heat imaging, we've proven that people that we believe are reptiles are not reptiles, and there's no way to falsify any of that. Um,
There's
People
no way to
think that
verify
it's
it though either.
all right. People also think that it's still underground Nazi operations occurring in secret. Could be pretty relevant to nowadays. There's a lot of controversy around like the Nazis and their truths and not truths around them and what they did.
Oh,
And
dude, I
then
got conspiracies with them guys too.
yeah, I mean there's a ton. And it's because like half of the worst people in the world we brought on as scientists that help us do things and like gave them an exemption. Oh, you're really smart, but you also did a lot of bad shit. We'll make that bad shit go away, but you're going to work for us. That's like literally saying like Ed Gein, Ted Bundy, or any of the ones that were insanely smart and still killed hundreds of people or less than hundreds. Oh, we're going to exempt you because
Have
you're a
them on a
genius
help
in this.
hotline on how to pick up chicks.
No shit. How to catfish, right? It's just like we don't we provided all these exemptions for them. That's why that belief of them still operating is still around. Um, Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, dude. I know you're not believing me, and you're fighting me tooth and nail, and you think you got me backed into the corner. But let me tell you, bud, the old rope a dope special here is making you look more and more dumb.
I don't know, man. I don't believe you are. I'm just saying I think it's 100% a tourist ploy that has worked to an extent that it's got us talking about it.
Yeah, but they put all that stuff on the first main level so that nobody really tried going into the tunnels. They're like, look, if we just put the gargoyles up here that be saying goofy shit
Yeah.
and some paintings and we really lean into this, put some posters up and stuff, people would just be done. They'll laugh and say, "Yeah, it's just a tourist trap." You're right.
I don't know, man. I'm just gonna say it is. And it's because it's one of the busiest airports in the world. Not
I
just in the
think people are
States.
trying to storm the wrong place. Instead of storming Area 51, you should storm Denver International Airport.
We do not endorse the storming of the Denver International Airport. That is just a fucking terrible idea that was given a voice. That we do not endorse that at all. Uh, the reason again why I think that it's 100% just a ploy to get them more money, more um, attention, and everything like that is because it's one of the busiest in the world. It's a major U.S. travel hub, and it's one of the most famous conspiracy locations on Earth. Not in the world, or not in this country, but on Earth. And I think that, like I said in the beginning, it was done on accident, trying to be artistic and different and touching on all the cultural points. And it definitely lost its touch and lost the original goal. And then now they're just
Yeah,
like, well, we got to make our money back
I give
somehow.
them that excuse maybe if there's like one or two little things.
But I
But
mean, what
there's
better than to
so
do all of
many.
them? Because then you don't have people who are like, nah, man, I don't really believe in the Freemasons not coming to your place. Or, nah, man, I don't really believe in Satan because I'm an atheist. Or, oh, yeah, the Cold War? Pff, I don't care. Oh, dead kids? I don't care. There's people like that. But if you touch on all of them, you're going to get it all. That'd be like if we changed from a podcast of what we're doing right now, and instead we talked about sports, news, uh, art, entertainment, everything under the sun, we would get more listeners, hopefully. But that's what I think actually they've done with. Now you believe what you want to believe, but that's what I tell myself at night to go to sleep.
Well, I tell myself the truth, Max. That's what helps me sleep.
Yeah, man, but
And the
if
truth
you
is,
start
there are Freemasons in the basement of the DIA.
being cloned by aliens and fed into a meat processor, creating us beef.
Yes, well, you did the rest of that.
Yeah.
I'm saying there's Freemasons in the basement, but I can't prove it. Which
I don't know,
I
man.
guess we need to get to our next topic of things that we just can't prove. Because I'll go on about DIA all night long. The Denver International Airport is a huge place that's got a lot of things that we just can't prove, but we all know is real. Right?
Yep.
Yes. See, you agree. Thank you.
No, I like I said, I agree. I don't understand why they did a lot of it.
But the next thing we got, we can't prove either, but I'd like to say it's real.
What is it?
It's way more local to us.
Okay.
And when I say way more local, I don't mean like, oh, yeah, it's in Illinois. No, it's in East Peoria.
Okay.
It's the Coal Hollow Road Monster.
Okay.
Basically, this thing, it's about 9 foot tall, and it's got like, it's covered in like gray hair. So it's like our version of Sasquatch. They say it resembles an ape. So
Well,
maybe
I mean,
we
Sasquatch
had a big
does.
gorilla or something. I don't think gorillas are 9 feet tall, but
No, especially not in our part of the world.
I mean, it might have escaped from the zoo,
Could have.
but I don't think that the zoo was there in 1972.
What was the name of this thing?
Coal Hollow Road Monster. COLE.
Mouthful.
Oh, yeah. Well, and Coal Hollow Road runs East Peoria to Pekin. So this thing was spotted
Right.
out towards the Pekin area, but they claimed East Peoria because East Peoria Police Department got involved with it, which is
Huh.
crazy. So back in May of 1972, Randall Emert and his friends reported seeing a large white-haired creature in the woods near Coal Hollow Road in Pekin. Emert,
Okay.
or Emmert, later called a local radio station describing what he saw.
Jesus.
May 25th, the East Peoria police received more than 200 calls from witnesses who sighted the creature.
See, that's why I don't believe Sasquatch is real. You would think there'd be calls non-fucking stop.
Right? Well, all the witnesses described seeing the creature walk into the woods, by the riverbank, and through yards. I don't know why he started going through yards.
Just breaking shit for fun.
Well, one caller reported it destroying their fence. So yeah, he was just out there, breaking shit.
Right. Just out there smashing shit up, walking through fucking fences and shit. That's funny as fuck. Could you imagine Sasquatch just like dragging a tree and smashing shit?
Time. What did you just text me?
I said, quit reading word for word, motherfucker. I'm
Oh,
looking at what you're reading. I'm able to read it word for word with you. These people are going to know you're like reading verbatim through this.
Well, yeah, I gotta give him the
Oh,
facts
fuck.
here, dude.
Don't give him all of it. Fuck. just touch on it. Just be like, yeah, man. And then later in the same year, they fucking saw more.
Suck my ass.
All right, bet. But Sasquatch fucking smashing shit would be way more entertaining than seeing him walk in the woods really dumb.
Right. I'm like, as much as I'd love to say it's just Sasquatch who just, happened to travel from whatever part of the nation he was in across
Sasquatch
through
is
East
everywhere,
Peoria
bro.
back in 72.
Yeah.
I'd also like to say we had our own little Sasquatch around here. That'd be kind of cool.
It would be. But why
And a
East
lot of
Peoria,
other
dude?
people wanted to know too. Like, this wasn't just like, all right, my buddy down the road is playing a prank on me, So he said he's seen Sam Squatch out there or whatever. 200 people called the police talking about this.
Yeah, true.
To the point, later that summer, like later July or whatever, there's 100 people who were armed went into the woods looking for this thing, which is typical nature
Dude.
for around here.
Yeah.
Like,
No shit. All right, arm yourselves. We're going into the woods.
yeah, like, oh, what do you got there, Gary? Oh, I got a pack of Paps,
Yeah, no
and I
shit.
got my hunting rifle. I got the 308. We're
I
good to
got a
go.
fifth of whiskey and my 45 Colt.
Yeah,
It's like,
let's
what?
go. Let's go get the Coal Hollow monster.
Yeah. I can imagine it. Like I've talked about it this before. There used to be a show called like Monster Hunters or something. They walk through the woods and they're carrying guns absolutely in the most unsafe ways. Somebody edited it so that every time they fell, they're shooting. Oh, it's funny shit, dude. That's
Well, funny
exactly
enough,
what I imagine.
you know how this search ended?
Let
Not
me
with anybody
guess.
finding the monster. No.
Somebody gets hurt.
Somebody got hurt. He got shot. He shot himself in the fucking foot.
Oh my god. Could you
So
imagine,
they're
like,
just
during the
drunk out there
Festival of
stumbling
Lights,
around.
they're out there
Oh,
shooting
dude.
at the Festival Lights? They're just like, I seen him. Pow! Fuck, it's the skier again. Oh man, I don't even know if those were made back then, but dude, that'd be funny as shit. They're just walking in the bluffs. Oh, I seen him. Pow! Shit.
The worst part about it is as much as I want to be like, yep, this is real. Like, man, so many phone calls to the police station about seeing it and everything else. There's no pictures. There's no,
Oh,
nothing
there's
like that. There was
never
another
pictures of
sighting that
Sasquatch.
right after right after someone shot themselves in the foot, it must have scared the little guy because a couple nights later, the police got another call that they seen a lady seen the monster out by a coal mine.
Jesus.
And then
Nobody's
they got
like,
a couple other calls, and it's like, oh, shit, he's back at it. And as much as I'd love to believe that, years later, old
let me
Randall,
guess. Let me call it out. Randall was on drugs.
you would like to hope, Randall thought he was funny, and it was all a prank to scare his friend.
Oh boy.
And the story grew from there. But the part that gets me is there was 200 police calls from other people. You mean to tell me that Randall got 200 fucking people in on this? No.
Dude, this makes me think. I don't know if you were aware. Back in high school, I had a gorilla suit with a friend, and we used to put it on and terrorize his neighborhood. And I scared the hell out of a coworker. He knows what it is, who he is. I'm not gonna say his name just to save him, but you know who you are, and I'll never forget that face, Craig. Dude, yeah. I wish, I wish there was a wiki on me, dude. Just terrorizing people in a gorilla suit for like 2-3 months. running through the road and being dumb.
I'm surprised. Yeah, I'm surprised that there weren't 200 police calls on you.
Yeah, dude, and I played it up too. I would sit there and beat my chest and then take off running. Oh, good times. But
Could you
good
imagine
times
your
gotta
prank?
end.
I mean, could you imagine your prank going that far and then hearing that
Yeah, I
someone
get,
shot themselves in the foot looking for your
dude,
made up monster, and
and
you're just like,
that's
oh my
why.
god.
That's probably why he turned himself in.
It's like shit. People are getting hurt. The drunks are out there trying to find them,
Oh,
and
dude.
they're armed to the teeth.
Yeah. Then you feel bad because one of them shoots himself in the foot.
I'd feel bad for half a second.
Yeah. Maybe not even a full half. Like a quarter.
Yeah, and it's not like he shot someone else. He shot himself in the foot.
Right. Well, like I said, good times got to come to an end. And, we talked about probably the largest conspiracy, actually, for a fact, the largest one we've ever talked about. And then we talked on a cryptid that turned out to just be a dude.
Yeah,
So,
a prank that
yeah.
went way farther than expected.
Yeah, it costed a foot.
Yeah, possibly a pinky toe.
Yeah, that would suck. Never be able to be balanced again for the rest of your life.
Damn.
Oh, man. Well, as always, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate all of you. Have a great day. Peace.
And take a trip to DIA. Tell me what you see.
Yeah.
Sneak into
Let
the
us know
basement.
about. Don't sneak into the basement, damn it.
If you do,
We do
record it.
not condone
I
or
don't
encourage.
condone it, okay? I don't condone it, but if you were to just, hypothetically speaking, if you were to find your way into the tunnels of the DIA, you should take the camera with you and then report back.
There you go.
And hypothetically, we would talk about it.
Yes. All in hypotheticals.
Yeah, everything I've talked about doing tonight is all hypothetically speaking.
Yeah, just to save your ass and my ass.
Yeah.
Well, as always, thanks. This has been Blazing
Peace.
Confused. Peace.